population. And just to warn you, there are distressing images in Fergal's report.
We see it and we hear it from far away, but in sound and colour, an agony that cannot be denied.
This is Osama and he is 5 years old.
Today, a British doctor captured these images in the paediatric ward of Nasser Hospital. The young and vulnerable.
Really shocking. Skin and bone.
There was abundant aid that could have helped them. But nearly 3 months of Israeli blockade kept it out of Gaza. How they were once and how they are now.
These children are so malnourished that they're actually wasting away. It's shocking to see this degree of malnutrition, and it's because of the blockade.
The hunger ward, where a colleague first met 5-month-old Siwar Ashur. Allergic to regular milk formula, the special variety she needed was running out under the blockade.
When I change her, her body is very bad and dehydrated. She's like a skeleton. Whenever I look at her, I cry. I cannot bear how thin she is.
Her condition stabilised. And a week ago, Siwar was sent home from the busy hospital with a can of baby formula.
The situation is very dire. We're staying in a tent, and there are many insects. The insects come at her. I have to cover her with a scarf so nothing touches her.
Even though Israel is now allowing some aid into Gaza, there's nothing like enough nutrition for Siwar. Her mum says her weight has dropped again in recent days.
Currently, there is no food or nutrients. The water is polluted and we force ourselves to drink it. We don't have food or bread.
The shelter was hit by gunfire when people attempted to loot food nearby.
When Siwar hears the sounds of the rockets, she gets startled and she cries. She understands these things. The sound of the tanks, warplanes and rockets are so loud and they are close to us. And if she was sleeping, she would wake up startled and crying.
The Israeli government said 3 days ago there was no food crisis in Gaza, but that it was now allowing aid to prevent one. Life is hunger, fear, and trauma. Dr. Wasim Saeed is a British plastic surgeon who's just returned from Gaza. He's treated many children, like 6-year-old Noor, who suffered severe blast and burn injuries in an Israeli airstrike. Lack of nutrition is making it much harder for wounds to heal, he says.
You could see people losing hope. You could see how depressed they were. The nutritional status of everybody was appalling. So grafts were not taking, wounds were not healing.
Yet for all that he's seen, this British doctor wants to go back. It's his human duty, he told us.
None of this needed to happen. Every time you see a child, you think of your own children and how well, you try not to at the time because it would be, you couldn't work if you thought, what if this was happened to my daughter, or heaven forbid, or something like that.
Set against the raging war, a child's life is a fragile thing, but loved dearly, from one heartbeat to the next. Fergal Keane, BBC News.
With me now is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Mohamed, let's start with the latest strike, the overnight strike on the school sheltering the displaced in Gaza. What's the latest on that?
Indeed, the medics are saying that 26 people died in shelling for a school in a Daraj area in the city of Gaza. This is a continuation of the military operation in Gaza that got widening recently. This is showing that Israel is not backing off this military operation, and they are really keen to escalate the military operation to try to put more pressure on the people and on Hamas to hand back the hostages and try to also to make sure that they put off their arms and being disarmed.
This conflict is causing a lot of emotions. An American citizen has been charged, hasn't he, with attempting to attack the branch of the US Embassy in Tel Aviv. What's the latest on that?
Yes, Joseph Neumer, he is from Colorado. He had lots of feelings against the American policies, and he went to Israel a few weeks ago. And on the 19th of May, just a few days ago, he went to the American embassy in Tel Aviv, spat at the guards there, and he left cocktail and Molotov bombs. He did not throw them on the embassy, but he attempted to do that. He went back to the hotel, and the Israeli authorities arrested him and returned him back to the US. I think we'll hear more if he will appear in court about his motives, but he put on his social media that he wanted to also to kill the American President Donald Trump.
Right. That case going on in America now. And in Gaza, the IDF saying that they want to seek to control 75% of Gaza. What's the reaction been to that?
Indeed, the Israeli army now, there are 5 divisions of the Israeli army inside Gaza. The military operation is getting very intensified. The Israeli army is trying to control these large parts of Gaza. They are trying to divide Gaza into 3 parts. The fighting is focused on the north and on the south as well. There is that plan that was disclosed about distributing the aid on Gaza, in Gaza, and this plan is showing that there is no distribution points at the north at all. This is giving an indication that the Israeli army returned back to his plan to evacuate the north. Again, there are many descriptions of lots of officials of what's happening on Gaza. The most shocking one came from the Spanish foreign minister when he said that Israel is trying to transform Gaza into a graveyard.
Is there a chance that they're negotiating for the release of the hostages, or is there a belief that there is a different plan here?
Well, the American President Donald Trump in the last few hours said there are negotiations now between him and the Israeli authorities that this war has to stop and the negotiation should advance. The negotiations, Mark, never stop. They are negotiating all the time with the mediators from Qatar and from Egypt, and they are trying to advance some results. Hamas said that they are willing to release all the hostages all at once, and the main point in the negotiations now, will the ceasefire be temporary or permanent? Hamas want a permanent ceasefire, and indeed Israel want to have a temporary ceasefire to allow this right-wing government to continue the war at any time.
Okay, Mohamed, for now, thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Mohamed Taha there from BBC Arabic.